many places I could take them to. When it come to lifestyle, I'm unbreakable. There's a lot of different places I could take them to. When it comes to footwear, I'm unbreakable. I am unbreakable.
What up, Unbreakable Kicks Army. Yesterday, we did go live for the Kobe 4 Pro Tro gold medal, and I did a pickup vlog on those joints. And with that being said, Army, I'm not going, with Cement 4s, Chicago, gone. I don't know about your city or state. Now, I did do a little bit of searching online last night, and it is a couple spots. So if you're still looking for the wet 4s, it's still a couple spots that have some online. But like, honestly, the biggest I seen was like 10.5, Army. Other than that, 10.5 is no 11, no 11 have no 12. And they even restocked while we were on the live yesterday. I want to say JD Sport restocked on them. Joints move. Told y'all, back to school. Ain't nothing safe. So with that being said, Army, all of the releases you want for the month of August, I say go for them. I say go for them. Even as far as these Air Jordan 4 Nigels. Like last night when I was looking at them, the price was cheaper last night than when I had bought them in the morning yesterday. I'm like, it's kind of deja vu. It's kind of deja vu, Army. Like small sizes are like 200, 210, 215. I'm like, bro, that's only what, $50 over retail right now. And if they do what they did as far as the other pair, it's gonna be like $500 by the end of this month. Now, I don't know 100% how the community feel about the gray pair versus the green pair. To me, they both look alike. I can't even hold you. I like the one with the red swoosh better, and we will be going live for those in the morning as well, Army. So make sure that notification bell is hit so y'all get the notifications. A lot of y'all been saying, Break, I ain't been getting notifications for the lives. I ain't been getting notifications for the videos. So, man, Army, I ain't gonna hold y'all. When y'all see it's a big release, just double check in the morning and see if your boy live if y'all didn't get that notification, because 9 out of 10, I will be, because the content is picking back up. I low-key want to go live later on for FLX. Like, I know Chicago is only one spot in Illinois they got them. Only one spot. And I don't know if y'all went balls to the wall on y'all points. We gonna try to talk about that tomorrow, Army. Or low-key, we could talk about it later today as far as the pros and cons of the FLX app. Like, I want to do a video on that. You know what I'm saying? So I can really see how y'all feel about it. But again, Army, all that, let me know how y'all feel about in the comment section below. If you did get the Kobe's yesterday, if you went ahead and just grabbed the Nigels right now while they 200 certain sizes, of course, big sizes is still kind of up. But again, I can't call this one. These do have grade school pairs too. Like, I don't know if these gonna be sitting as high as the other pair, but I mean, Army, you just never know. And speaking of never know, it's just so much going on in the sneaker community, Army, as far as the joints that we seen last night that we will be getting in 2025 around All-Star Weekend. Like, what is going on? But instead of hitting y'all with, Army, y'all about to be spending all this money, I'm gonna try to say y'all something right quick, Army, because we are still doing the 50% off on sold premise, Army. And I called my man and I'm like, bro, look, it's back to school time. So still get an Army that $20 e-gift card towards their next purchase. So Army, whatever bag y'all grab, y'all getting 50% off and y'all getting that $20 towards your next purchase. And look, I told y'all, these bags could be used for the kids as well. Athletic bag, if you got a student who's in sports, that they take a soccer ball or basketball, they can put it in the athletic bag with their clothes and their shoes, and you get the 50% off. Just a stylish bag for your kids. You can get the commuter bag or the daily bag to still fit their books, still fit 2 to 3 pairs of sneakers, Army. Computer, laptop, school supplies, everything can fit in these sold premise sneaker travel bags. Army, you can think outside the box with using these bags. They can be used to travel, and they can be used for your students for back to school as well. So again, link is in the description section below. 50% off all sold premise sneaker travel bags, Army. So traveling style, and of course, thank you, boy, later. It was on IG last night. Y'all should already know what we will be getting in addition to all of the other heat that we will be getting in All-Star Weekend. And I know I got the mic on, so I shouldn't be screaming. So look, Army, February 12th, we will now be getting a new pair of the Air Jordan 1 Union. Now, let's not forget, the OG Unions were mad crazy. The OG Unions were tough to get. Now, it's funny because Union, like, look, man, we just got to go back to the basics. We got to go back to what works. And the joints that they dropped last year that they dropped the joint with the Bessie Beauty Supply and had the braid? Like, we know those didn't work. You know, the Cortezes, like, Union honestly ain't really been cracking like that since the Retro 4s, if I'm being honest with y'all. So I'm sure they ready to shake things up. Now, the joint that we see that we will be getting in 2025, Army, is a speculated mock-up. It's a speculated mock-up, and it's not the sample pair that we have seen years ago. My man, Mr. Unloved Ones, he already let us know, like, unfortunately, it's not the sample pair. Me seeing that was kind of a bummer, Army, but it still should have that color blocking. And I seen somebody in the comments was like, these the shadows, because it's a combination of the Chicago's and the Shadow Ones. I'm like, man, low key, we keeping that name right there. But I ain't gonna hold you, Army, the blue pair. And some people call this like the Royals, but to me, this was a Storm Blue and the breast. This was the coldest pair. And the quality on these joints was absolutely amazing. And then again, on top of that, Army, you don't see a lot of pairs of the Air Jordan 1 Unions out no more. These joints is almost like finding a needle in a haystack. Like, other than the Union 1s, name another dope Air Jordan 1 collab. Other than these, Army, I'm gonna have to go with the Fragments. Both of them had crazy quality on them. And low-key, we do got some samples of the Fragments because, like, what else can Jordan Brand and Nike give us, Army? Like, literally, what more can they give us? Because All-Star Weekend is packed. You got the Jordan 1 Unions dropping on the 12th. I know you got the Bred High 85s dropping on Valentine's Day. And I'm considering the 12th all the way up to the last day of All-Star Weekend, Army. So again, you got the Unions on the 12th. You got the Bred High 85s on the 14th. I want to say those Jordan 4 Rare Airs are dropping on the 14th as well. Then you got the Air Jordan 5 Metallic Reimagines. And on top of that, you got the Galaxy Foams. And on top of that, I'm sure we're going to have a Kobe. We're going to have an AE. Like, y'all know they go crazy for All-Star Weekend. Like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do with this, Army? Like, seriously, like, they dropping too much heat at one time. I just got a feeling because of this, Army, we gonna get some pushbacks. It's just too many dope drops at one time. I don't know if our wallets can handle it, but then again, it is tax time. So they know exactly what they doing with dropping all this heat at once. So then you gotta ask yourself, Army, like, when is too much enough? Because we're not even done yet as far as the Air Jordan 1s. Now, I'm going to talk to y'all about something else that I want to talk about that I've been seeing festering up in the sneaker community. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. I want to mention what I did last night. So, called up my bro, Mr. Unloved Ones. If y'all don't know, he is one of the members of Geeks to Soul. Every Monday, they do their podcast. And Mr. Unloved Ones, he's been tweeting something. Like, if y'all follow him, I've been following this particular tweet that he has had, I'll say, Army, going on since we start hearing about the Bred 85 highs, because he has his top 5 Air Jordan 1s that are scheduled to drop in 2025. And I mentioned this to y'all the other day. Now, before I go through his list right quick, Army, I called him up last night and I invited him on the live stream. I wanted to be me and him retro 1s, the future retro 1s, 2025 retro 1s. I know him and the Geeks of Soul podcast, they went to Nike a couple months ago along with my boy Z Sneakerhead and Brandonian on Twitter, and of course they know some stuff that they can't talk about. So of course I'm not gonna ask him anything that he can't talk about, but like, my man is the guru when it comes to Air Jordan 1s, Army, from talking about the differences in the V1s versus V2s, the shapes. Like, he's the encyclopedia of Air Jordan 1. So I'm like, bro, can we get you on the live, ask you questions, talk to you? Because he's been an advocate on laughing at the community when we talk about Air Jordan 1s. Like, he made a post like, yeah, Air Jordan 1s dead, F out of here. Like, he already know, like, next year gonna be that year. So he talking this talk. I feel like my man sitting on his throne talking this talk. But needless to say, Army, he has this top 5 list of Air Jordan 1s that are scheduled to drop in 2025. And as these shoes have been getting leaked, he's been, you know, putting what number goes where. So the first one, which was crazy to me, and which made me realize how serious next year gonna be with retro 1s, he had the Air Jordan 1 85 high breads at number 5. Number 5. As of right now, that's the number 1 Air Jordan I need next year. You know, but he got him at number 5. The second one that wound up getting leaked and he put at the number 3 spot was the Air Jordan 1 UNC Reimagined. Now, as the times have gone on, we've noticed, some details with the Reimagined. The box is going to be similar to the Air Jordan 1 Lost and Found. I just did a video on that the other day, Army, so check out, more of the details. But it's similar to the Lost and Founds. Then the number 4 spot got filled up with the Air Jordan 1 Shattered Backboards. I'm going to talk about those in the video tomorrow, Army. So, Brett had 85s at number 5. Number 4 spot got the Shattered Backboard 1s. The number 3 spot got the UNC Reimagined. Number 2 got the Shy Unions that we will be getting February 2025, which leaves the number 1 spot. Hey, the number 1 spot. Who had that song? Ludacris. Coming for that number 1 spot. So yeah, number 1 spot is left. What could it be? Because he's already named pretty much the best Air Jordan 1s that's dropping next year. I know it's going to be some colorways that miss, but right now I need all, well, not necessarily Shattered Backboards, but the other 3 on this list, those are definitely must cops for me. And I honestly can't think of what other Air Jordan 1 that's dropping next year that could retro, unless it's a fragment. Mr. Unloved One, if you peeping this, we may be getting like a fragment something, Army. Fragment ain't did nothing with Retro 1. Union coming back with Retro 1s. I think something going on with Fragment, and I think something going on with the Nike Air Mag. Plus, for that number 1 spot to still be missing, it gotta be a banger, y'all. So let me know in the comment section below what y'all think that number 1 Air Jordan Retro is that's dropping in 2025 that is on Mr. Unloved One's list. Let me know what it is, Army. Let me know if y'all think it's something dope. Let me know if y'all think it's gonna be something trash. Tap in with me in the comment section below. Again, don't forget FLX tonight for the night juice. Going live in the morning for him as well. Download myself and Flash Garments, our Unbreakable track. I've been putting it on the background of all of my reels on Instagram and on my YouTube Shorts, Army. So make some reels, do some content with the music, Army. Let's push this joint as far as possible. So, Primer's link in the description section below. Going on Whatnot next week, Army. I'm just waiting on the White Thunder Force. Rejuvenator link is in the description section below as well, Army. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. You got your boy Unbreakable. You got the Unbreakable Vote. Unbreakable Army stands strong like always. Most importantly, hug your loved ones and, of course, remain humble. And we out.
I hit Unbreakable for the Yeezys. He the plug, call him when I need him. These old's tough, but he get him easy. Yours old, him first season. The most beefy, looking like 2 laps. 2 less, cause your ass taking nail.